Good morning, everyone. This is Gator Gidge, and I'm off to a late start. It's 9:45. Where did the morning go? I was up before 6. Anyway, gonna have a hearty breakfast. Then we're gonna get busy today. We are gonna be working on the kitchen. And there's a little section in here called the kitchen. In the Gentle Art of Swedish Death Cleaning by Margareta Magnusson. I'll share little bits and pieces. There goes all my notes. Once a teacher, always a teacher. Anyways, I hope you enjoy. Okay, so I just finished breakfast and I'm gonna reset the kitchen, which basically means after we eat, we always clean up the kitchen quickly so we don't have a mess when it's time for the next meal. So we're going to do that quickly before we go through the kitchen and start to declutter. But right now, haven't cleaned anything. Usually my routine in the morning is when we eat breakfast, we clean up the kitchen, then I vacuum. So what I'm going to do is probably skip the vacuuming and get straight to the decluttering. I need one more. I think I need one more sunflower here. Oops. And then you always bring in bugs. Okay, we got our happy flowers in. So we have I thought I had an insect there. All right, so I know my counter's still cluttered, but for the sake of my brain, I'm just gonna slide this over here. And now we have an open counter to work with. Okay, so I moved the floral arrangement aside so we can talk about the kitchen. And starting on page 54, she does really short sections through, let's see, through 62, because then she has a section on cookbooks and things like that. I'm not going to touch on the cookbook section today, but as far as things that are sentimental to you in the kitchen, she talks about either finding someone that would like to have them if you're having to downsize, or selling, donating, or if it's trash, you know, discarding or recycling. So I just want to read one little section on page 57, and then we're going to get busy. I didn't ask my kids if they wanted my Fiesta ware. I just started selling it and bartering, you know, for that beautiful piece. So you decide what you want to do. I'm still alive. I'm young. I'm 63 and have my health, thank God. And so I'm just going to keep living. And I mean, what else? What else can you do? But if there's some things I don't want and they have like generational value handed down, I will ask one of my sons if they want, you know, something. So, or in my husband's case, his daughter. Okay. So this section is on page 57. Thinking of the new home in which your object will find itself is very important as you do your job. Because remember, if we're downsizing, right, or decluttering, don't offer things that do not fit the recipient's taste or the space in which they live. Okay? Because she goes on to say that this is going to burden them, and they may not want to hurt your feelings, and they'll accept something they don't like or really want and take it and say thank you. And the last thing we want to do is have our kids feel guilty about keeping things that basically they can't use. It's not their taste. In my case, all three of my sons are pretty minimalistic. And when I have asked them, do they want certain things, they usually say, no, thank you, Mom. So they're not a pack rat like me. Oh, well, one son's a little more sentimental than the others. That's the middle son. But anyway, so yeah. What do you do with your sentimental things? Or what have you done in the past to declutter? Please share it in the comments. I love the exchange. I respond to all the comments. And I appreciate you and your time. So hopefully I can make decluttering in the kitchen entertaining. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, we're ready to start. This section is the coffee bar and baking goods. Okay, so the very top, I didn't even know I had that blue canister there, and I sold the other matching set in a garage sale. Things I forget. I haven't really baked lately. My husband does that more than I do. But he always likes to go to the pantry to check for the baking goods. And I don't have room in the pantry for baking goods. Yeah, and as if you remember, I kept some of my Fiesta ware until I could get enough replacement cups, especially the yellows and the blues. I had to grab a green one from my decluttering stash. I think I grabbed 2 green ones because we ran out one day, and a red one, and that was because we had company, and I was, of course, served coffee and dessert. So I do run into that. I have a little coffee bar. Our kitchen's rather small for lots of decor, but I do like this cute little coffee espresso with the little teacups, brewed daily. We simplified our coffee, stopped buying ground coffee. This is empty. But we put our organic coffee in there when we go in our casita or we travel. So we will pre-grind it. So we like the whole beans, so we invested in a nice grinder, and then this is the only coffee machine. I got rid of the Keurig. I gave that to my neighbors a while back. And then I just have a spoon for teaspoon holders. It's a New Mexico one that's Lincoln County and Smoky Bear. Smokey the Bear. Okay. And the other area I'm going to work on, I like micro decluttering takes forever. We do have a junk drawer here. That's the junk drawer. But if I scan around, we also have another area that's, my husband gravitates towards this. It's supposed to be our plastic goods and things like that, but it's becoming another junk drawer. So I want to combine the junk drawers into the larger one. I'm just showing y'all befores. I've already decluttered this on the first pass, and if I can find that video, I'll link it in the description. Okay, so these are the only utensils that I've kept, except my spatula is not in there because it's in the dishwasher. This area here, these are my favorite containers, the Corningware type thing. I've gifted a lot of them away. Everything's deep and everything's in the back, and we don't have, my husband built this cabinet. We don't have any pull-outs, but that's fine. I didn't really care. I've had the state-of-the-art kitchens before, and this, I don't use this as much. This is our baking dishes that we need, or mixing bowls. So not too bad, but I'm just showing you all what it looks like. Okay, this is a trash pull-out that my husband built. So nothing fancy, just holds the trash. And he put a mechanism in there. Let me show you. So he built that and added that mechanism so that we have a place for our trash. Okay, another area we can work on today. This door leads to the laundry room, but is this chalkboard area that I put together, and I'm over it, so I'm going to see what I can do there. We move on to this section here. Okay, so here above the stove we have our oils, few extra traveling containers, and back there in the corner there's actually one of those shake blender things. I think the boys, one of the sons left that here, so it's not mine to throw away. Let's turn on the light. We did the backsplash. Of course, my husband did all the paint treatment on the cabinets, and he built all new shelves. So you could see he installed all new shelving. These were solid wood, so we just kept them, and we put new knobs in. Did the backsplash, but we were thinking it would be beautiful to do the backsplash, continue the backsplash. We do have our knives there, easy grasp. Microwave. When we bought the house, the microwave was there and it was too cumbersome. It was a larger one. And we bought a simple one. We don't want complicated stuff. We don't need to control our gadgets from our phone. Thank you very much. We managed all those years without it. So that's what we usually like to keep the counter clean. And then over here, this is where I keep my pot holders. And then down here, okay, we have some measuring cups. I think I should put that with the baking goods. And then we have an extra water container for the puppy, popcorn maker, and a can opener. Should be pretty empty back there. See, I don't have a lot. I don't have a lot of appliances. Share in the comments if you have a lot of appliances. And then the Lazy Susie here. So that keeps our spices, easy grab by the stove. More baking goods. And I don't have room to combine everything. I've had these since I was in college. Yeah. Okay. So let's go back. So that's the before. Then we have this beautiful view. We have views of the mountains back there. So, the dishwasher. So we installed the new stove, the new hood, the new dishwasher, the new refrigerator. I've mentioned my husband did the cubby, and then I found some bling bling. This was a drop down light with that ugly panel and harsh lighting. So I looked forever and ever, and to hang all those crystals took a long time. But it was worth it, and I'd do it again. You guys, I just realized I didn't even show you the cabinets up here. Let me open these. Okay. All right. Let me show you there. There's the little tea plates. Okay, then we go here from top to bottom. Those are my containers for storing food, either in the freezer. These are glass. If it's in the freezer, it goes in here. The refrigerator. These used to be for my little salad dressings when I worked at school, when I went to work. And I have a juicer back there. Then we have this section. And here is where we normally keep traveling coffee containers and our glassware. Okay, so I'm going to start here, work my way around. Let me show you what this looks like. I put two pieces together, and then I decoupage the trim. So I think what I would like to do, if I don't have another hanging system, is get rid of this chalkboard because we never use it, and just have this part. I can try to see if I can get these well, you know what? That's a good project for Woody. I'll ask him if he'd like to do that. So we're going to take this down, and I would like just to have the hooks here and forget the chalkboard. Okay? And the bulletin board is enough. It's right across the way, so that's easier. So we're going to declutter this. And I do need to get a step ladder, so I'm going to go get a step ladder so we can deal with the top. Okay, baking. So I have a sifter. We're going to keep, just going to bring these down so we can wipe them out, wipe the cabinets out. Oh, didn't even know we had Tang. That's must be Woody's thing. Okay. So when I do a major declutter, I like to do a deep clean. Sifter, and I'm going to get those measuring cups.
Our filter's up here as well.
Okay, so I'm just going to empty this area. I'm going to scan back so you can see, have a better view. So like I said, the second pass is a challenge. I drink black coffee. My husband uses creamer and sugar. I'm going to see if one of these containers is empty. Why do we have... Yeah. Okay. So he opened this one. Oh. And he hasn't finished this one. We keep this one for him for traveling. So I will put the rest of this in here and get rid of this container. Let me do that real quick. And like I already explained, that's for traveling. It's empty. And then the cups. I'm going to see if I can just declutter any. I don't think I've gotten any more mugs. That's the problem. Okay, to replace these. So let me wipe that down. This is for travel, and this is for travel. Those go in the back. Those go in the front. Filters here. And then we have this, oh, and then his sugar. So this coffee, and then we'll put mugs over here. So like I said, I only have 6 of these, and we always run out. So we will have to keep until I can get more of these cups. We will have to keep these. I think this section looks great. I'll just dust this quickly. Remember, if you've been watching me for a while, I'm not a minimalist. I have more like intentional living, and it's keeping things that make you happy, but yet not having a cluttered area. For me, I'm not a minimalist, and I'm not to the opposite extreme. I'm not a maximalist. I don't have anything against those two. This is just what I'm striving to do, is simplify and declutter, but yet make our home a happy place. I'll just put these back. Floridian is my husband. He remembers this from his childhood, and this with his parents drinking coffee, and then the Dunkin' Donuts one that he sold. But this here, I've already told you about that. So if you want to keep sentimental things, use them, display them, and make them your decor. Just enjoy your home. That's what it's all about. So I'm just going to spray a little bit of this glass cleaner. Oh no, that seems like a lot to me. You know what? While I'm at it, I might as well dust the back. Oh, no dust. Helps when you reset your kitchen. It's done. Let's go to this section here. The junk drawer. Let me take all of that out. So I'm just going to empty this and wipe it down. And I have little compartments. Oh my gosh. How do we collect everything? Like screws and rubber bands, and what does that go to? Who knows? Can opener. That looks like a calculator. Says Xerox. That should be very old. Okay. Oh, those are vintage matches. To have them, they're useful. I should probably put that in our casita, but we'll see. When I say casita, I mean our traveling trailer. That's what it is. It's a traveling trailer. Oh yeah, lovely. Looks like I'm decluttering on that side, but on this side I'm really getting cluttered. Like I say, it always gets messier before it gets better. But we're focusing on this side, right? Again, just going to wipe that out really quickly. Only going to grab what goes in there. Okay, so the boxes do not fit, so I keep loose bags. See what I mean? That was never meant to go in here. I mean, look, neither was that. So we're just switching because it's taking over. This is just for paper goods. Okay, so there we go. That's done. That's decluttered. That looks much better. Moving right along. That's my little rooster, door stopper. Used to have my house all in roosters when I lived in Missouri. Didn't fit in this house. Had to get rid of it, but I'm keeping that. Okay, so here we go. Let's pull things out of here. Okay, see what we can do. Whatever I decide not to keep from here, it's going to my sons, because I have been encouraging them to get away from the plastics, and I've given them some of these. And here's another one. I only have 2 baking pans, and then I have 3 that I use for, you could do casseroles. So then these, so let me get those. Okay, y'all, I had to tie my hair up. It's just getting hot. I need to stop collecting these because I have plenty. It's just I see them at garage sales or whatever, or thrift stores, and I'm like, oh, look. It's got to stop, right? Okay. Let's see here. I have a lot of these that are square. I don't have lids for these. These are harder to find. I do want to keep the casserole dish and the other baking glass dish because I have square ones which are in here. And those we use those all the time. So I know my sons like these here. So I'm going to set these aside. So just to clean up something quickly, I'll go put my caps in the closet where they belong because I'm the hat lady. Yeah. Okay, then I have, okay, we have 2 of these. Oh, we have 3. Do I need 3? I don't know that I need 3. It's Pyrex, and Pyrex. Yep. Oh, all right. That's easy. That's chipped, so that'll be a discard. So we'll keep these 2. I've got 3 tins. I'm gonna keep those. Okay. And then as far as the bowls, this one's faded. And then we have this one that's also Pyrex. These are vintage. And this is newer. I don't mind getting rid of this glass one. So I would rather keep this glass one. So I'll get rid of this glass. So that's 2. And I will keep these 3. Okay, these are going to my sons. Oh, I mean, I'm keeping 4. Okay, this is a Tupperware. I think I'm going to keep these 2. And this, so I have 3. So like a smaller casserole and then larger ones. I don't need 4 bowls. I do like this one for fruit salads, and this is a nice mixing bowl. Hamilton Beach. And this is sentimental. I don't know, where did I get this one from? I'll ask Woody. I don't know. Okay, well, I'll keep these 2 for sure. I'll ask Woody out of these 2. He's gonna say, I don't care, it's up to you. That's what he always does. It's up to me, it's up to me. All right, so let's load those up. And these I just recycled, but maybe I don't need to keep these. Maybe these can go in the recycling. This is the stuff that came out of the drawer. This stuff here, goes in here now. So you know what? That's the next decluttering. So we're just gonna put it in here and declutter this on the next round. It's called decision fatigue. And if you bit off more than you can chew, that's okay. Just wait for another day. That goes in my craft room. I'll put that away. I can deal with that. Excuse me. Okay, matches. I don't know. I'll put the matches with the paper goods for now because, oh gosh, Woody's not gonna have room. It's all thrown in there. This, my friends, is not organized, but really, this doesn't go in here. That goes in his shop. Come on. Why do we have all this stuff? Okay, this here is supposed to just be clips for my bags, and everything's thrown in here. So we're just gonna grab my bag clips. Those should be with the paper goods. I use these to seal bags of chips, bread, things like that. There's even money in there. Money, change. Look, you guys. Look at all this money.
The money that piles up, the change.
I'll put that in my change purse. And use it. So let's put all this away. This goes in with the bags. All right, I got my little change purse.
Put all that in here. Use it up. Money's money.
That looks better. That looks much better. So there you go. Where we left off, but this will get sorted on the next video. All right, I think that's better. I put that one on its side towards the back. Then I have the, it's empty way back there and way back there. All right, this has been decluttered before. I'm just gonna wipe it down real quick. Moving right along. Yeah, this here, my husband has to do a repair right there on the cabinet. We need to empty this. Yes, we do. That goes there.
This is the area for these bowls.
Plates are over here. Here's where I keep all of my containers that I use all the time. And these, like I said, are for frozen foods. These are my little containers for lunch.
Okay, what is this? Oh, that's a thermos. That is a keeper for traveling. That's going to go up here. juicer, but it needs to be washed.
With sentimental value, it was my kids' grandma's, my ex. Okay, so just gonna organize now. I use these all the time. I know I sound like a broken record. And then my little ones, those are easy to grab from there. Those up here as well. Sorry, y'all. I hate to replace containers. I mean, because I own it. And I know people say if you can replace it within a $20 with a $20 bill, get rid of it. No, I don't want to spend $20 on stuff I already own. If I have space, it's a waste. So I'm just going to keep these. Yep, they're going right there. These, can't find the lids for. Here's a lid I can get rid of. Here's stuff that I can get rid of. Oh, there we go. That takes care of that one. All right, moving right along. Let's go to this cabinet. Can you see it? Here we go again. Small Fiesta plates, larger ones, I can get rid of those because I've got some replacement plates. Let's see. All right, so these, my sister Paulina bought me these. This is a Corral. So that's what I've switched to, Corral plates, because they're lightweight. So this is my casita travel trailer pattern, and then the pattern that I want for inside the house is this one because I'm into the blue and yellows. So those are staying, and I've been collecting just clear ones when I see them because I wanted to get rid of the heavy Fiesta plates, and that also meant these random, they don't match, but right now I have 4 plus a few in there that I can replace. This will go into the casita mixed with the smaller plates of this because I have a few small plates of this, but these are staying here because I don't want to. I will keep the smaller plates here, and then I will also, I have little bowls, clear bowls that I took to the casita. These are Pyrex, but I like my yogurt in there, so I need to grab those and change them out. And then these are staying, my little bread plates. So I'm going to be able to declutter those 4 plates. Yay! I would like to declutter this. I'll ask my husband. And then these, I can't. This is a Yeti. It's my husband's. This one's mine. A wise woman once said, "I'm out of here," and she lived happily ever after. Guess which sister gave me this? Leave it in the comments. It was when I retired. Leave it in the comments if you know which sister. And then one of my sons gave me this. This is another Yeti. So these are staying. So let me remove those. And I'll ask my sons if they want these, because all my other large plates were bartered for that picture. And also I still have small plates I can sell, small Fiesta cups. I still have a lot of Fiesta ware to sell. I had a huge collection. Okay, so we're gonna clean this real quick. Let me grab that. I had room up top, so I just placed this portable coffee mugs up there. And then we'll go over to this side. Just have those plates there. Have some things in the dishwasher, and there's the glasses. Like, I don't need a lot of glasses. Seeing if my sons want these, or I can barter or sell. Get rid of that. Those go into my travel trailer. Yay, we're almost finished. Let's just take the pot holders out, see if we can declutter any of them. And I usually keep those there as a liner. Let me just wipe that out. Wish they were all that easy. This one's easy. This is just a clean out. I use everything in there. I only have 2 gadgets, my popcorn maker and my can opener, and then a extra water bottle for Ginger. All right, mission accomplished. Popcorn maker. Can opener. Obviously we use that more than we use the popcorn maker. Okay. It's the last corner right here. Yay! Then we can start the dishwasher. Vacuum the floor and clean it, because the other areas for another day. Recently checked the dates on those. They're all pretty, nothing's expired. I just need to clean that. And I also need to clean, I got 2 baking powders, huh? The bottom, and this is all stuff we use regularly. It's mostly sugar for the hummingbirds. It's time for afternoon coffee, but I'm gonna wait. So I forgot to declutter this one, but I've already done that. 2 years ago. Just gonna wipe underneath, just in case something got trapped. Okay, so I have the whisper, the masher for the pies. 2 spoons, spaghetti scooper, soup ladle, and this is a coffee measuring thing. So, yep. So that was easy. And now let's just go and focus over here. Okay. When something works, why change it? So just, you know what? I'm gonna put that, now that this is all cleaned, you know, my husband did restore this when we moved here. He disassembled it, took it out, painted the inside, and put a special coating. I think it's Hammerite. He ordered that from England. So he made it pretty for me. So let me just put that there. There. There's not much, right? Not a lot going on in this. That's easy. That was easy. Okay, now the top. So I think the rate, we didn't realize there was one in here that's going, it's 2009. Okay, so, and don't have a lot of salt and pepper shakers, but I'm just gonna rinse my containers and dry them out, just fresh coat. And see, put the big ones in here. Okay, we still have one more, which can go right here. Okay, you know what? That's a little tight. That's not gonna work. Put the 2 salts in here. Let's put the pepper, salt, pepper, shaker, Old Bay seasoning. No. And then I have a little tiny salt and pepper. That really should be relocated to my, I'm gonna put that in my little traveling trailer. I see that? Just dusting my little spices here. If it works, just leave it in place. Here. Okay, that's it. Oh, and the one powder here. Get back down there. Done. Okay, so those are the huge containers, the lower areas. So we're done, yay! that's it, people. God, I'm glad I chose to do this in 2 days. Maybe the refrigerator clean out will be an entirely separate video, but I'm finished for today. Okay, I was able to ask Woody about this. He likes this glass. Let's start on this side. These are all relocate, they don't count. Okay, this goes back to my sister. Okay, so craft room, laundry room, traveling trailer casita, craft room. These will get put back on those. I already talked about that. Let's go to this side over here. Expired. Let's count the trash first. One. This is 2 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 13 items. Okay. Then trash. When I say trash, it also includes recycling. Okay? I'm a big recycler. Now let's count the actual items that are leaving the house. And they always land in the garage for a garage sale or for the kids. Okay, so let me count. Like I said, I'm going to try to barter. If my boys don't want these, I'm going to barter for something at the antique shop. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Didn't find the lids for this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And that's it. So I think we did good. I didn't think I'd find anything, y'all. I didn't think I'd find anything. So 15 plus 13 is 28. Relocate doesn't count. But 2 items going back to my sister, that makes it 30 because it's no longer in the house. Oh my goodness, it's 2:27. I'm glad I didn't decide to do the entire kitchen. It is a lot, right? We have a small kitchen compared to what we've had in the past, and decluttering is mental energy that drains you. Yes, decision making, decision fatigue. Cleaning is easy, organizing is easy. I love doing cleaning, organizing, and decluttering, but when it's my stuff, it's a lot harder. I'm not connected to the kitchen that much, because I used to have my big Fiesta ware collection, and I think it's easier for me to let go. Plus, I get to barter for something else that I want, something new, something nice to decorate my house with. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I actually get to have coffee, and maybe when I finish, I'll get on YouTube and watch a bunch of my YouTube friends. So I feel great. I feel good that I was able to declutter what I did. It's getting less and less. And I still have a beautifully decorated home, but I'm letting go of things I don't need. They're beautiful. I don't need it. Some of it's not beautiful, but Yes. Flowers spark joy. Yes, they do. Little twinkle lights. It could be Christmas year round and I would be happy. Fall is my favorite time of year, and I'm looking forward to that. So give me a like and a subscribe. Ring that bell. It'll let you know when my next video's out. So the upcoming video will be the other side of the kitchen. And then maybe the refrigerator. I don't know. Depends on how long the other side of the kitchen takes. And then also after that, the next round 2 of the Swedish Death Cleaning, we're moving into the dining room. I'm kind of making a loop, and after to see if there's anything I missed. So yeah, when you watch, you can do the same thing. Just play me in the background. Tongue twisters today. This is Gator Gidge saying, ciao, ciao. Thanks for watching. Cheers. Yellow cup, happy color, sunflowers, black coffee.